This is Ken Lathrop from Coffee Crafters, and we're going to do a series of instructional videos on how to use the roaster. And today we're going to talk about the simple operation of the roast air controller. We get a lot of questions about how to operate it, where the roast temperatures are set. So let's go ahead and take a look at the roast air controller, and I'll show you how to set it. Okay, so let me show you how we would set the temperature controller. Basically, when you turn on the system power switch, you will see the temperature controller power up. What you're looking at on the screen, that is actually the temperature of the probe down underneath the hopper. So if we're going to set the roast air temperature, the max roast air temperature, it's really easy. There's just a few steps. You push the set button one time, and that's going to display set point. Push it one more time, and that shows where I have the roast air temperature set. Right now I have it set on 590, but we might run that down a bit. Set it at about 560. When you arrow up or down to get your desired temperature, you hit the set one time, it displays set point, and then you hit the set and down arrow at the same time, and now your temperature is set. So if I go back to check my set temperature, I see I'm still set at 560. And that's all there is to setting the temperature on the controller. You get a lot of questions about what temperature is the best for roasting. As a general rule, you want to have your temperature, your roast air temperature set between 500 and 600 degrees. I'm usually between 570, 550, 590, somewhere in there, depending on how quickly I want it to roast. But a good rule of thumb when you're starting, set your roast air temperature at about 550 to 570, and go ahead and roast for a while, because that's not going to roast it too quickly. If you decide you'd like to roast slower later on, you can set it down to 510, 520. If you get your roast air temperature down below 500 degrees, you're going to find that it takes a really long time to roast your coffee. And some of our new users have found that. They'll call me and say they're just taking 20 minutes to roast their coffee. And there was a thought that if they wanted their coffee bean temperature to be, say, 440 degrees, that they could just set their roast air temperature at 460 degrees, and that it would, roast the coffee, which it will eventually, but it'll take a long time. So rule of thumb with fluid bed roasters is your roast air temperature should be somewhere between 500 and 600 degrees. Okay, this is Ken Lathrop from Coffee Crafters, and if you'd like to learn more about our roasters, go to coffeecrafters.com.